Assalamualaikum everyone, and hello. I'm your host Iman Leadershipwali. Welcome to the my podcast series, Leader of Tomorrow. And I truly believe that learning never stops. Through this session, I love connecting with inspiring people from education and technology can life changing right now. So today I have a very interesting guest. I hope the interview going good. And the introduction of my guest name is Jonver, Philippines. Uh, Philippines. So welcome to the show.
Hello, Iman. Hello, everybody. I'm good and I'm very excited to be here and to have the opportunity to talk to you and give me some perspectives of my work also.
Thank you so much, sir. So, dear viewers, welcome to the show. So, sir, can you please introduce yourself with me?
So, I'm Jonver Tabaquin. So, the full name is Edilberto, Jonver, and Tabaquin the fourth. I'm a real estate appraiser and broker in the Philippines with a master's degree in real estate to real estate professionals here in the Philippines, and I'm also an AI full stack AI automation specialist and a customer support in Outscraper. Yeah, that's
So,
actually.
that's great. It's me. You have a
Yes, I've been practicing since I was 18 years old here in the Philippines. So mostly I do diligence. I do due diligence for the investors who come in the Philippines and check the property if it's legitimate or not. And there we give our advice to yes, sir, this property is legitimate for you to buy. That's the scope of my work actually.
all right. Thank you so much. Your brief introduction show with us right now. Uh, when John Bird, what motivated you to become both a broker and an appraiser and now an educator as well?
So what really drives me is I really want to turn on or give my legacy to other people. You know, I firmly believe that knowledge is not to be kept but to be given or to be shared to others. Where in my career since I was practicing real estate for the longest time, I feel like a very slow progression towards this AI automations, and educating them will be really hard for AI automation specialists to come up and be relatable to them, you know, because real estate is very different world to the AI and to the automations. And when I think about this, I think of it like I give something to the community that I was thriving on.
All right.
Yeah, I think something like that. This what's drive me really. That's why I get my master's degree to get to teach college students in our industry to get them the real standards on really driving me to be an educator.
Okay, that's amazing and really interesting. Like real estate work is too good, right? So, what was the vision behind founding Ortigas.com?
So OrtigasRealestate.com is like a small brokerage company here in Ortigas. We specialize in getting real estate brokerage and appraising property. So, what really actually this company is owned by me and my mother. So my mother is like a mentor to me. So she teach me everything I know about real estate, and we build a company out of it. So the main reasons why I really we created this company is to help real estate investors and first time home buyers to actually learn the process of getting all this information to get a real estate property. So many of the Filipinos here in the Philippines are really not that educated when it comes to buying properties, leasing properties, getting some income out of their properties. Their mentality is just buy this property, then hold it for a while, and after a while we sell it. So we, as a broker and as an appraiser and as a company, we give our services to these Filipinos or persons who are trying to invest themselves or trying to invest something in real estate and have a fruitful income at the end of their investment journey. Yeah, that's what really drives us. So what our core values are like integrity over everything. So we do everything on paper, documentation, and everything in transparency, so our clients can really trust us and give their full confidence that we can finish our work.
It's really deeply answered. I hope my viewers understand about that all and very thoughtful answer. So, uh, how did you interested in artificial intelligence begin, especially like in connection with real estate?
So the main problem I think that I encountered while practicing for the longest time is like getting the listings and trying to figure out what to do with it. So that's the main problem that I encountered throughout my years. And all of the people in real estate, especially here in the Philippines, are not that much techy. Old persons like 60 years old and above, and they don't really get it when it comes to technology. So my curiosity begins with this and how to solve this problem. So what I did is like try to research everything and take time to how this system or how this digital world can fit into our real estate needs, like the documentation, like the marketing, like the storage of data. So this all begins with that. Then before it's then go into it and just type everything in there so I can get track of all of it. And when it becomes bigger, it becomes so messy, which really a sore eye for me. And yes, the data is older, but there's nothing to interpret, right? So there's nothing to get out of automations or by using AI or chat GPT, LLMs. By using this, I can figure out like everything goes into this data and how I can use it. So the main example is like the listing, procurement, and the listing. That's the main reasons why it came to my mind that why don't we use this? Why Filipinos are not using this? Does it because of the traditional way of thinking? Because it's really the traditional way is really effective. So why change it? So maybe that's it, or maybe there's some people. So that's when I dove into AI, like how this works, how the automation works, how everything works together, and I can create a standard like in appraising. I can create a standard appraisal with just seconds, while others take time for it like 1 week, 2 weeks to write this everything. So my goal, my what happens in my broker community is really close to me and really invite me to talk to them about real estate and appraisal. So I teach them this. Like I teach them how to use the chat GPT, how to do promptings and everything. Then I I notice a different approach to everything. So every person that I know is AI is really good. AI is really helping me. How would I about it? Every time I talk to industry seminars, every time that I talk to my students, I really talk about this AI and everything, and I'm always telling it that this is the early phases of it. So we don't see enough of it yet, and it will be bigger soon. So that's why I dove into it and really learned about it.
Right, it Means AI, it's to helping you in your real estate work, and like it's to easy your work, like like in short versions, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
That's
right.
in short.
Yes. Like not a big mountain.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so how do you train your students or professionals to practically apply uh, AI in their real estate projects?
So everything is about marketing these days in real estate. So the better the marketing, the more efficient it is. So I help my students learn about the basics of the basic of AI, like the prompting, the LLMs, what are this and how. I teach them by like training like this, like a training session with different people and different industry leaders that are capable on using this technology, and they come into a place. We give I talk for like 1 to 2 hours of prompting frameworks and AI generation, something like that. And I I give these lectures for these people, and I track their progress through constant questioning about them, like how are you using this, how does it affect you already, and why does we need to improve this technology. How generally I teach, and sometimes I create some mini videos and mini topics that I can give to my community in real estate, so they can like get all of the information and learn you to use AI to get that information. Yeah, that's how
All
basically I
right.
teach them.
That's like AI, the game changer for everyone. Like
Yes.
illustrators, like education, even doctors. So uh okay.
That's true. That's
How
true.
important is digital literacy for the new generation of real estate professionals?
I think that's a very like deep question, or very important question to know by the real estate industry next generation. So it's very essential to know for them to learn these things, because like I was saying to everybody that I was teaching, AI is like a Microsoft Office skill for the next generation. So if you don't know this, it's like you don't know how to use like words that. So by using AI, by learning AI, it's really important for different people to learn about this by activating or analyzing this kind of technology, how they can help their work. So it's really important for them, because also it will really elevate their practice. Any industry, not like for everything that we do, like even the menial things like the day-to-day tasks that we do, the chores that we do. So we can use this technology to optimize it, to give some, some sort of data clarification for all of the data that we are getting. Since in the internet age, since in this era, it's all about the internet, and now it's beginning to all about AI. Since everything is all data driven, it's really essential for people to interpret this data, and by using this AI, by using it, and even conclude different solutions for different problems faster, efficiently, and very precise. So I think that's really important for the next generation to know this.
Okay, yes, you're right, and it's really inspired words. Well, Jonver, can you define me uh, what uh, what's your vision for the future of real estate in
Mm.
the Philippines with
Mm.
AI and
In
automation?
the Philippines, I think it will be more. more digitally driven and more what you call this, more AI driven. Now in the Philippines, there are some sort of projects that involves uh, blockchain and real estate property, which I'm not really familiar with it yet because I'm starting to learn about it. But these different companies are like trying to connect the titling system and everything of which local government in the Philippines using to check these properties, developing that all of this property will be consolidated in just one and put it into a blockchain where people can buy like NFT to own the land. Would you uh, which people here in the Philippines can be don't negotiate with the local government, but as in a private corporation, which makes a lot of easier since here in the Philippines, the government is not really good in processing different things like this. The documentation is really slow. So by this technology, I think it will be easier for different people or different walks of life in the Philippines that to own a property as some sort of property as their asset, and it will be really good for them. So the for a real estate industry in the Philippines, I think the professionals will be more adept. So as I recall, we are like three persons who are teaching this industry, the AI generation or AI, all about AI. So someone is teaching about automation, and the other one is teaching about generating, and me, I'm teaching about mostly prompting. So that's I think real estates, they more adapt or make more what you call this, more 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 knowledgeable.
Yeah.
More knowledgeable about more knowledgeable about AI in the future, maybe like 5 to 10 years, and people will just um do everything using AI in the real estate sense, from the capturing data, from the appraisals, and everything will be like AI, and they getting their license here in the Philippines and do this business. So I think real estate will be more accessible to everybody. That's what I'm thinking about, and everybody can own a land by just cheaper price, since it will be on a blockchain and can be traded every time. And yeah, I think that's the get going here in the Philippines.
All right. Uh, uh, and like great example. So, uh, what do you advise? Okay, what's advice you want to you to give to someone create platform like you did?
Hmm. I think the first one to know is know your licenses, like be legitimate real estate seller. That's the outmost and the most important, very important thing to do first if you really want to do this business or be real estate. Be accredited, like you all the documentation should be legitimate, so you don't have any troubles in the future. And after that, learn marketing. I think that's the one of the most important thing in real estate management or real estate in per se, is by marketing your properties to these people and knowing your target market and analyzing everything about your property. It's really, millennials today are really data driven. So if you give more data and know how, and they know how to interpret data, and you give it obvious reasons for them to buy, I don't see anyone don't buy it. So that's my advice. So first, learn your licenses, everything. So be legitimate seller, and after that, learn marketing because you will need it when the money comes in. And then after that, integrity is, and everything everything you say, even though it gives you in a disadvantage position, you should do it because you say it. That's that's the main reasons why real estate brokers are getting are really our investors are looking for us, because we offer this kind of services that with our licenses and our integrity intact, they have a trust to deal with us. So that's my advice to everybody. Learn and be knowledgeable on your industry.
Thank you so much for your kind advice for us, and you said it's perfectly, and it's very motivated. Like marketing learning is most important for starting the like real estate work and another marketing field. So that we are moving to my last questions, and the last part is most important for me. If someone like me wanted to join your real estate, like me, networking or work under your in mentorship, what steps should I take?
So first is you can connect with me when, because I'm also more on recruiting people right now to be a salesperson. So you can connect with me and give me some what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses on this, or are you a new seller, so we know what training we can give you. Then after that, it all comes down to you selling the property, or you selling everything in our inventory. So that's how we do things normally. And to to connect with me, just go in Facebook, Instagram, and just search Ortigas Real Estate or my name, and you can connect with me there. And by connecting with you there, I will personally answer your questions and give you personally advice on how to create this business.
All right, I think I will try to. That's all. So, Jonver, can you explain? Wait. I have a question. What has been as a leader and as an innovator?
Hmm. So the most common challenges, is that right? The challenges that I'm facing. So the most common challenges is handling people. That's really one of the common denominator when it comes to handling this leadership thing. And handling people is really complicated because everyone is different and everyone has the ability to do and excel too. So I'm recognizing this individual pattern or in this individual talents is what really sets the leader apart, I think. Because for me, actually being a leader is not something that you do all of yourself, but giving giving an environment for this individual to thrive and create new ideas in part of your leadership. So that what means to be a leader for me. And having this kind of adapt or really common to them to deal with different kinds of people, and they have they have their own strategy, and own um they have their own way of doing things. So by helping them or by checking on them, it really gives you it's really a bit challenging because you need to work with them and you need to know what they want and what they want to achieve, and if they want is aligns with your goals. So that's what really matters for me. And if their goal is not aligned with my goals, so what's the point of having teaching? Because it's really hard to notice this kind of talents to different people. And yeah, everything comes with experience, I think. So when you do this every day and you do talk to people every day and you do talk to your team every day, I think it will become easier when it comes to this. So that's the most challenging part, handling people.
Oh, that's a powerful mind. I'm hearing deeply, and I want to open my eyes to it, inshallah, soon. So my lastly question, I hope you are not like bored. So lastly, what are real estate professional and me who want to combine AI leadership and purpose in their careers?
Hmm. So the me, I think I think everything comes down to what you know or what you really want to get, something like that. So my advice is you should know this, and you should know what you want, and you should know because if the why is clear, the how is easy. So everything is easy when you know what you want to do and why you're doing it. So first learn that, then everything comes down easily. So if you really want to be a leader, why you want to be a leader? Is there something to be a leader of, or is there people who want to be lead on, or something like that? So first you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. That's the really main point, and by this you everything will be aligned, everything will be clear because you know what you're doing. So for me, I really want to be like an educator for these young generations to be next in the next line, so I can deal with them. So right, so I can have their own standards, what their standards, we have the same standards. So that's what I really want to do with this education thing, and this is why I'm teaching everything in AI and in real estate, because I want the next generation to deal with me with the same standards. So that's why. So when I know that, everything becomes clear. Like, so I need to be a teacher, I need to be a professor, I need to be challenging the industry to change. So everything becomes clear when you know advice for everybody and for you also, and for our viewers so that are listening to us. Know what you want, and you will know how to do what you want.
All right, that's amazing, and you explained very well. So thank you so much, and it's overall time for me, and you are the real estate uh, expert for such an inspiring and insightful conversation. Your journey truly reflects in innovation, leaders, and a passion for growth in both real estate and in education. We really appreciate the time you have shared with us today and the valuable lesson and how real estate. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us. So thank you again.
Thank you, Iman, and thank you to the viewers that is listening to this one.
Uh, I
And I hope
yeah,
everybody learned a lot.
hello. I love it. Thank you. Good day. Bye.
Okay, bye bye. I really enjoyed talking to you, Iman. So let's.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'm waiting for that. Allah, take care.
Okay, bye bye.